It's not a crazy amount of not a crazy amount of magic damage coming out from C9. It's really just the puck and the IO balls. So during Ghost Shroud, he should be pretty damn good to always be able to turn, and he should have max stick charges a lot of times in this game because he's playing versus a Bristleback. So, okay, I'm liking VPs just because they have. I mean, they have Sven Necro versus Tree and Bristleback. I mean, these two heroes are incredibly good versus both of them. But we'll see if the coordination is going to be able to come out from VP since they were a bit lackluster in the last game. And I don't think I've actually seen no one play Necro too often. Especially not a mid-Necro.
Not the mid-Necro. They're going to... What? Is no one going to play... No, I was going to... They swap it back. I was going to know when no one plays Sven. They just swapped to no one playing Sven. I was like, you do not take that away from Ramsey. Now he swapped to Darkseer.
Okay,
they're being silly. What are they doing? There's no one is not playing Darkseer.
Is he not?
He's definitely not.
I wouldn't imagine him playing Darkseer. I wouldn't imagine him Sven.
I'm sure he swaps back. I'm sure they're messing around. I mean, at the moment, yeah, Pasha on the Necro, no on the Darkseer. No, don't be silly. This is TI7, serious tournament. There we go. Thank you. Wait, did they swap back?
No. What? No one is playing Darkseer.
No one is playing Darkseer.
Wait.
No, he's...
Are they just messing with people right now?
Ramses is... Pasha is on the Sven? No, they swapped back.
Okay.
They switched. What are you doing, VP?
I was like, there's no way that you don't have Pasha, like one of the best Darkseer players.
I mean, still, they do have no one on the Sven. It's going to be a mid Sven.
Because what they want is that they don't want the Sven to be matched up versus the IO Bristle.
All right.
They want to have the Necro versus IO Bristle, so that kind of makes sense. It's a little bit strange.
The mid Sven.
I've seen it work before. I used to see S4 play it a bit when he used to play mid. Let's see if this works. This
S4 is mid, never
different.
Forget.
Very different.
All right. A new one for the books. I don't think I've ever seen a mid Sven.
Do you think it was for the set? It must have been for the set.
Well, he wanted the immortal sword.
He wanted the big sword.
I mean, it is a big sword.
It is pretty cool looking.
Yeah,
that is a pretty cool looking set. That must have been why. And then maybe did they have the Necro set as well? That could have been why.
They do. They've got the Necro set as well. It's all about the cosmetics.
It's about the cosmetics.
Which you can get today by upgrading your battle pass. If you don't get that ultra rare, be sure to buy more chests. Escalating odds. They work. Buy chests, kids. Get those items. That's what these kids do, and look where they are now. They're making millions here at TI. Yeah. It's been success stories up and up, but yeah, Ramses, safe lane Necro, mid lane. One playing the Sven. Go. So what's he going to have to deal with? He's going to have to going up against Fado as the puck. I mean, how does this lane go? I mean, I'm asking you. I don't think, have you ever seen a Sven?
I don't think I've ever seen Sven. But I would imagine Sven can do okay. You're going to eat a good amount of harassment. You can't push the wave out as fast, but I don't really see how puck can really like force you out too hard, especially if you're able to just get like a little bit of extra regen on your book. Like you're 6 armor hero with a poor man shield. That being said, though, puck does have a high amount of base damage, but Lil starting mid to give the Sven a good start.
All right.
Okay.
See how this goes.
Good work. We'll see.
VP. Side lanes, what have we got? We have indeed got these dual lanes again coming out from Cloud9.
Yep.
So both the Bristle and the IO down bottom, looking to put pressure onto this Necro CM lane. But
same thing from Aoi this game too. He's just punching Pasha in the face. Pasha did block the small camp this time around too, so no pulls will be coming out there.
But certainly, as you said, what on this bottom lane, with the wand on the Necro, once he's got level 2, it's going to be pretty hard really for MSS to force this Necro. I mean, I don't know.
Oh, they need he needs like level 3 because he went Heartstopper level 1 for the arrest.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay,
yeah.
He does need the level 3 at least. Yeah, so you're right. In these early stages, they can do a bit of start trying to force him out. In fact, well, Pi, he might just go down here. He's got to be careful. Pops the fairy fire.
Close.
Being very close indeed.
So Sven went for cleave level 1 to just be able to push the lane out constantly. It's like this. I mean, he could go for stun and throw it on the puck just to be annoying so they can get some damage on him, but he wants to be able to keep that lane equilibrium, that lane pushed up as best as possible.
Look at this. Lily's just been an absolute nightmare for Fada.
Yeah, he's ruining him. I mean, this is where, Sven's going to do fine.
Yeah, Sven top of the CS at the moment in the game. Easy farm in the mid lane for no one thanks to Lil's presence.
So all he's got to remember for VP now is got to watch out for that Howl. If you're making going for type of plays or just anything like that, the Howl can be a big turnaround for your IO and your Bristleback in those type of lanes, or even for the mid puck.
The top lane, MV, getting good farm out of this. The Darks here, Passion not doing too much to push him out.
Lil trying to get that top rune, but Fada snags the regen away.
A little bit of good news for Fada. Other than that, it's definitely the farm deficit. It's not great for him in the middle lane.
Solo is looking for Pi here. Fada's got to get in range for that. Yep, so for the tether. And he actually gets, oh, that was close to him getting on the low ground there for Pi. Solo still continuing to go try to grab that bounty, putting some harassment onto Pi.
Pi has to be a bit careful. Frostbite, it's going to take quite a bit of a beating, but
yeah.
Solo, yeah, also respecting the fact that rotations can come in from Cloud9. Back away.
During this Pi also making sure that he's stacking Ancients. That's always the big thing you have to do when you're playing with the Bristleback, so you can get that big catch up. Makes it really easy too. Tethered Bristle cleans up Ancients super fast. And same thing actually for Lil. Lil is going to be stacking up Ancients for that Sven since they have a Sven mid. Pasha this time around getting a bit more than he did in the last time since it's not a Doom with a Satyr creep. It's just a Train Protector who, like we said, has been nerfed a lot. Only 270 movement speed when you're not invisible.
Yeah, do you think we could expect to just see Aoi continue to sit up here, or can he move around at all?
I think he'll stay up here for a good while.
Yeah. I'll just be interested to see what no one builds on this mid Sven. Will we see any sort of variance from the usual, or do you think we'll just see the same stuff?
I think Tread's Mask.
Yeah.
Tread's Mask of Madness, Blink Dagger, like Echo Saber / SNY, whichever one he has the preference of doing so. So Lil makes the TP top. They're starting to put a little bit more pressure onto Envy. So now Aoi will definitely stay up here a bit longer.
Turning his attention now over towards Trian. Giving him a bit of a rundown. They don't have the vision though, so Aoi will be fine. Around gives Pasha a good bit of a punch. But this mid lane, still absolute free farm for no one. 30 CS at 4 minutes in.
It's nighttime too now. I think you put a little bit of pressure onto Fada here, but Fada has an arcane rune. Lil doesn't have silence. And Tethers come in. Lil under some pressure should still be just fine though, yeah.
Look at the war cry buff as well. No one pops it out, gives him movement speed to get himself out of there.
No one with 33 CS to the 19 of the puck.
Crazy.
Lil just really making that lane just so much easier, just standing on the enemy hill for the first couple minutes.
Now, I guess that's the thing about a Sven mid as well. With the HP he has, very unlikely that the puck ever has an opportunity to actually go for a kill on it.
Yeah, I mean, with Warcry too, like that armor, right? With Warcry right now, he'll be put at 12 armor. And if he's under his tower, it's 13. Top lane, Lil taking a bit of harassment, but they are forced away. It is nighttime now, so it's that double Howl benefit that can be really powerful.
But at the moment, just having to phase shift out, avoid some of this cleave coming through. Full control of the lane, and indeed no one queuing up the Mask of Madness, so no real deviance from the usual build on Sven.
It's massive. I mean, the Sven is so important in this game too. It's not just to deal with the Bristleback, but to deal with the Lycan. This hero is so good versus both of them if he's online. Just chunk through them, stand toe to toe.
And the thing is as well, because he's mid, he's getting insane levels as well.
Yeah.
It's going to be a quick level 6.
Lil trying to wrap around maybe on mid, it seems like. Waiting for the orb. Fada's going to jump backwards.
Now's
if he
the time
steps
to
up
go.
here, this could be the time.
They could certainly have a good chance of catching him. They're moving with the war cry, as you say. Orb's already being used. The Howl coming out. Is it enough to save him? Phase shift tries to duke it out, but the stun flies through. No one gets first blood.
Ooh. I thought for a moment it would have been a mistake for Lil to go for the second point of the Void over the Crippling Fear, but them able to clean up the kill ends up being okay. With that God Strength, with just enough mana. Thank you, Crystal Maiden Aura, right there, actually letting Sven have enough mana for that stun.
Picks up a haste as well. I wonder if we can do anything else. C9 themselves spin themselves away from that mid lane. The bottom lane, we haven't really talked about too much. Ramsey's getting very good farm himself. Same as Envy. Him and Envy both farming up a treat on the safe lane. Yeah, but the off lane slightly ahead with this Dark Seers. As you said earlier, Pasha just having a much easier opening than he did in game 1. Yeah,
level 6 already at 6-minute mark. Last game he was like level 4 or something at this point.
Lane, Lil. See if we can get in for a rotation onto these two. MSS slightly alone actually, as the IO has backed up. Still, it's a hard kill to go for. They do have the Reaper scythe available. That is a Bristleback. He's got the mangoes. He's very much ready to spam out the quill sprays if he is gone upon. They're going to leave MSS. They know that that's a hard kill.
Yeah, under the tower it's a bit difficult. If he's like a little bit more far ahead of the lane and they can get maybe like 1 or 2 slows and 1 or 2 pulses up before, then they will have enough damage to actually bring him down, since it's only level 1 Bristleback. Like that 16% reduction from the back. So now, no one. He realizes Lil is suffering a little bit on the level departments. He's going to strictly jungle for the time being and give Lil at least like 1 or 2 waves for now. Now they start making the move in back toward mid. We do see Envy making that first rotation. He is level 6, and it is still nighttime, so he's trying to make a play here with the Howl, with the shape shift.
See if he can turn this one around in the mid lane. The armor's out onto the perk. They'll turn towards Lil, but he flies his way up to the high ground. No one quick with the TP after the Dream Coil's thrown down.
Very nicely done.
Really good disengage there from VP. Lil will continue to be chased down. Envy, can he finish off this kill? Well, he's going to get it stolen. Fada flies through with the orb, will take the kill. So they do at least get the Night Stalker. But it did take quite a bit, and indeed they just sent one out. And now Envy's, he's kind of deep. He's on his own, does not have a TP. Fella says, what are you doing here, boy? I mean, Envy has got the back of the pie. They may even get Solo with the balls flying through.
Uh-oh.
Solo's in trouble, and Envy's going to get a bit of a bonus with this one as he joins forces with Pi and actually gets away with the second kill.
Solo didn't expect Pi to be there, too.
Oh, top lane, though. Dust is out. Aui's spotted out. Pasha and Lil taking one in return. Done.
But yeah, C9, they definitely wanted to get the Sven with that Envy rotation. So it's thankful that at least he got 2, but now Pi looks like he's going to be the culprit.
Not a lot that Fastest can do to keep no one off Paradise IO.
How's MSS doing? Just the Soul Ring, level 7 though, and he does have a triple Ancient stack to push forward and get that Hood/Vanguard, depending on which one he wants for this game. Maybe both.
Yeah, which does he go? I mean, I imagine probably Hood is going to be the...
I think you need Hood versus Necro.
The better value this game, yeah. At least, yeah, in terms of order.
Hood Solo Crest could be the decision, maybe. I mean, Vanguard could still be the first one. Vanguard into Hood is definitely a possibility, too. Because Vanguard is just like that staple to push you over, have that extra block, and health is quite nice with the surge that you get from 8 strength and 225 at 10 and 15. So here we go. So I start those Ancient clearing, back turn. Not interesting.
He's still on eyes with Passion. Nice route there. Post surge. They'll jump in, drop the Dream Coil.
Quick cleanup.
Very nice reaction from Fado as he joins the lane for 1. So you can get a second. They do have the route. Jumps forward, looking to block off Lil. And it looks like they should get both of this. Fado there with the pug plate. Coming in just in time on top, picking up a double kill.
Clutch positioning there by Aui.
VP move over very aggressively.
Oh, they're trying to take those Ancients, and no one is like, they're mine. The big ones at least. All 3 big ones going for that Sven. With that Mask of Madness finished. He's got his Ancients too, but he doesn't have time to make it there.
It's back towards mid with the rest of this God's Strength. Could see if he could try and put a bit of pressure on this tier 1. Looks like he's got no wave though. And it's already been cleared out by Fada's putt. But all in all, I mean, this laning situation certainly working out good for VP in consideration, as you mentioned, just how badly it could have gone if they did take the Sven safe lane against the Bristle. They adapted, and it's absolutely paid off.
Yeah, it's definitely the right decision for them. It was a beautiful start because of Lil starting in that mid lane, just giving no one everything he needs to... Everything what he needs to have as a Sven.
And now it's what, 10.5 minutes. He's got level 10. He's halfway towards the blink on top of the Mask of Madness. This is, worked out better than a lot of safe lane Svens do. This is absolutely.
He went for the 225 mana too instead of the 6 strength. We see both. We do see both. Like people vary between the two because 6 strength is quite a little. It's not like a huge amount, and the mana can be very useful as a Sven.
Stacks up as well. Triple stack at the moment there for no one to farm up when he wishes. And that will certainly give him the Blink Dagger if he wants to go for it. Level 11, he's going to have Blink. Level 12 very soon.
They can make plays.
Absolutely. With the Pasha's Darkseer. Yeah,
with this, they can even try to maybe just go for some big invasion plays with the Necro and with the Sven. And they have a real actual form of initiation with that Sven. So MSS does go for the Hood first, and then he's going to go back for the Vanguard. That was pretty much expected. And they weren't able to finish up their triple Ancient stack, and now no one is like...
over there again. The
Doesn't
Ancient
care.
Stealer.
Pops the God Strength, even though it's just 2 Ancients, does not give a hoot.
Yeah, no messing around.
And now he ports to his Ancients too, and he's like, double benefit, let's go.
Max efficiency for no one. And that will indeed be the Blink Dagger gold done. 12 minutes in.
Look at
level
that
12
worth.
around the corner. He's going to have it ready for the next God Strength. Yeah, this is one big old Sven.
Yeah.
Back top
Oh, they
lane.
find Pada. They find Fada with Hunter in the Night, but unable to get the Crippling Fear. But defensive coil. Did I say Pada?
You said Pada.
I think I said Pada.
Pada.
I don't know.
Pada Patada.
I think I was trying to say Pasha and Pada.
Mid lane, look at this, no one. Hey, he's got an invit. He's going sneaky. He's going to get the Storm Arm onto Pylite Die, but a little scared of MSS. Respecting this Bristleback. Not wanting to get too close and getting stuck in. Doesn't have the God Strength for the moment on no one. Damage would not quite be there. There's a bit of a wraparound coming around from Aoi as he's scouting this out.
Look how fast he is. 509 movement speed with the Tranquil Windlace, max Nature's Guise. He's booking it. Oh, he might get the courier here.
He might do, actually.
Oh, he doesn't have the root, though.
Oh,
he
came
lost
out for the trees.
Oh, no. And he wasn't able to get the hit either. And now they might be able to find him. No one on the prowl. They only have dust on Night Stalker, though.
There's no one going for next yet, just the straight BKB.
Yeah.
Top lane, Pasha. Being caught out by Fada. There's going to be the relocate from Pi, bringing in MSS. Pasha is going to try and run himself away from this.
There's no coil.
He might be able to make them waste quite a bit of time. He's going to have Surge up again in the second. They're trying to close the gap here with the orb.
He buys his max, so he spent all of his gold. He's making space.
Oh, space created indeed. Pasha.
Oh, they don't know where he went.
Oh, they've juked him. He's juked him. Pasha. He doesn't have a TP though. That is an issue. That is an issue. Mid lane at the same time. They're going MVP. They jump forward. They catch out Envy, and
With that
Envy
blink.
is gone for 40.
Yeah. So Pasha's gonna be up here for a while, so we'll just leave him up there and we'll.
I mean, I don't know how he gets out of this.
He's gotta just
Here we
search his
go.
way down.
He's
Dude.
like, team, please. He's good.
I can't believe.
I can't believe he got away. I can't believe it.
That's because the coil was used top
Yeah.
earlier. Yeah, so he didn't have it to grab a hold of him. Yeah, he runs away. Safe. Mech finished and didn't end up dying. Feels good.
This is starting to pan out to be what looks to be a tough game. I'm really wondering, you know, C9, could they have potentially done more about this mid Sven? You know, this is a hero we'll never see in the mid lane. There must be a reason why. Isn't this hero punishable when he's put in the mid lane?
He definitely is. It's just Lil.
Yeah.
I don't think that they thought that the Sven would go mid. I think that they were like, yeah, it's definitely going to be Necro mid. And then they saw it and they were like, oh, wow, that's really smart by VP. it was just an extremely smart maneuver by VP to be able to adjust like that with their hero
so
drafts.
far ahead. 0.2k net worth.
They're reacting to bottom. They don't want to give this tower up.
Here we go. TP's in behind the tier 1. They're ready to kick off the fight. Who's going to get the jump through first? Now he's putting out the silence, but Solo, he's already in there with the ult. There's the
Double
Storm Out
stun.
connection. No one comes forward. Looking for Envy. Envy trying to make his way out of this. The Nasal Goose starting to slow down. No one now turns towards MSS. MSS falling low. Ramses still has not got the ult back up, but they get the kill nonetheless. No one jumping forward for more. They bring down MSS, take down Pylite Die as well. They'll look to try and close the gap onto Envy. Jump in from Fada, looking to hold them back from this chase. But look at the Mask of Madness speed this man has. Closes the gap on the Lycan, takes down another double kill for no one. This game starting to slip through the fingers of Cloud9 with the momentum that VP are building.
We had said it during the draft, like they picked, you know, Train Protector into Darkseer, then they also picked the Bristleback into Sven, and of course there was a last pick, so VP be able to grab that Necro. They have a very good draft versus what Cloud9 does have on paper. And it's showing it 6k lead, and it's only 15 minutes in right now. And this Sven is doubling up the Lycan.
Massive.
Literal double. And he's still going to be going for that straight BKB. Just so that he can not worry so much about the puck spell, and then when they actually get the drop on Fada, they're going to get the silence follow-up too.
Very neatly done. Just going to show you don't need to use that ult to get the kill, just the disable enough to close the gap.
Beautiful.
Secure the kill at the end of it all. Heads up play there from Ramses. VP 8-4. Yeah, this Sven, how are they going to kill it? I really don't know how they bring this man down. Once he has the BKB, he is going to be nigh on invincible. These team fights.
Yeah.
Maybe if they can draw it out, get a bazillion quill spray stacks on him.
Quite a lot of quill spray zone.
That is. That'll be tough. They're all looking for the medallion. Blink Dagger, of course, next for Pasha. That'll be the next big one. We saw him last game, as I said, he did get some nice vacuum walls. There wasn't the follow-up. This time around, with no one being as big as he is and having the Blink Dagger on the Sven,
and it's
a little easier.
Yeah, it's a much more natural and easier one. The Earth Spirit is, you know, you have to time it pretty perfectly. The Sven one too, but you know, they both have blinks and makes it much more reliable. So smoke coming out from C9. Trying to clean up that bottom tower.
see what they can find. I mean, no one is in the jungle at the moment. It has used the God Strength. Still, as we've been saying, he is a very tough killer, and there is chance for his team to TP in and provide backup if required. So C9 at the least may just have to resort to looking for just this push down on this bottom lane. They can get the tier 1, could stick around for the tier 2, but it looks like VP may be the ones to force C9 back, as they are already putting the pressure on both the mid lane and the top lane. Big pushes.
Yeah, no one with that BKB also feels very confident just to be by himself. He's like, yeah, I don't think anybody can actually kill me, just BKB's TPs as long as the Treant Protector route has been used. And Solo just went on an absolute warding expedition with his smoke. Put one of them inside of C9's base and one right outside, so they can watch whenever C9 does respond to those sieges. And even more wards and sentries placed everywhere. I mean, Solo just went actually berserk on a warding mission.
I mean, look at this. I've got Cloud9 coming in from multiple angles. Envy's going to pop the ult. Can they really fight into this though? Envy, he's starting to walk away. He's going to get silenced up by the Night Stalker. No one moving forward. Dream Core laid down onto 3. No one, not yet to use. Now he's going to put the BKB out, pulls it out. Reaper Scythe, not enough to kill Envy. The root holds them back through the BKB, but now he moves in. Lands the Stormhammer. Frostbite as well, holding MSS into places. No one tries to get in front of him. They've lost the Night Stalker. C9 themselves yet to lose a single life. Relocate out to the sidelines to buy some time, but it's going to come back in. It's actually going to be VP disengaging though. They don't want to stick around with the BKB and the God Strength wearing off. They back off, and C9 against all odds actually take the fight and dominate VP in the sense that they force VP to play their game. They make sure that the BKB reveal on the Sven doesn't get anything done at all.
Yeah, it's all about saving that overgrowth from AUI there. Waiting till that BKB comes on for the last second, it gets it off, and it just Bristle turns his back. Yeah. And he's like, okay, you can hit me. I have an IO relocate to get me out. So unable to isolate the right target. Now no one could actually be in some trouble here.
If they kill him here, that's an absolutely massive kill. MSS and Fada trying to chase him down, but with the Warcry move speed and that armor, yeah, there's no way that those two can do it alone.
Too close to a tower, too close to that tier 2 as well. I was checking if I was like, oh, does IO relocate? I'm looking around, I'm like, oh, he doesn't. That's right, he just used it. DP though. Use the darkness. Look to get aggressive right away.
Got God Strength back up in about 5 seconds.
He's still double the net worth of Envy. Still super powerful in comparison. Almost, what, level 2? It's level 16 Sven compared to level 11 Lycan.
That's great. Mid Sven. Incredibly strong so far for VP showing, and there we have the jump in. They've caught out Envy. No save at all coming in as the Reaper Scythe brings him down for 55 seconds. VP push on, able to use the remainder of this God Strength to almost certainly take down this tier 2 tower. And it really is just no one is just so far ahead from any of the cores on Cloud9, down to the way that they've managed to pull off the lanes. I don't know, man. Mid lane Sven coming to a pub near you.
Oh, we've seen it in the past. Like, in theory, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Especially if you're gonna get someone babysitting on your hill and you're playing versus Lycan and Bristleback.
The pipe now fully complete on the Bristle. Too much for you against the Sven, but obviously the rest of the team, it is absolutely essential pickup for MSS.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is that MSS is tanky, but where's the damage coming from Cloud9? It's going to be pucks, spells, and that's about it, because Lycan can't really do much. He can get, if he can get onto like some of the squishier heroes like the CM and stuff, he can, but he can't do much damage to the Sven. He can't do much damage to this Darkseer who's super massive already. They're way too tanky for him to actually deal with. So definitely a damage issue going to be coming up for C9 versus that Warcry.
I mean, we saw pretty much in the last fight. It's just a case of little just crippling for Envy, and then the Lycan can do nothing but the ult. He's just missing, you know, pretty much every other attack.
Yeah.
So it's so so hard for Envy to fight without a BKB, and as you said, he is building towards the Diffusal Blade first.
Needs to be able to remove the Ghost Shroud and also the Warcry from the Sven. Just a very good item pick up this game to remove either one of those.
And Ramses has his Radiance complete.
He has a full Radiance already?
He's pretty stacked.
I clicked on him a couple minutes ago. I didn't see him having that much gold, but okay. Yeah, he's full Radiance with Force Staff and Drum already.
VP looking a lot more to be at the level we expected from them coming into the series. Game 2. Very much ahead. Playing very tight Dota indeed, not Not making too many mistakes at all.
Yeah, this one's much crisper by VP this time around. And with the dust on Pasha, since he's carrying 4 of them to find Owie, he just really doesn't like Owie, clearly. He does dust him up once, looking for the kill.
Ramses is there. They're holding back for a bit with the root, but still the Reaper Scythe is out.
That's some serious hate by Pasha. He bought all 4 of those dusts, too.
Mid lane, VP aren't necessarily done that. They're playing around with MSS. No one wraps around. Look for Pylight Dive.
Oh, the Invis rune, though.
Getting away with the Invis rune, indeed. Just surviving.
I was like, what's known? I was like, this whisper. I was halberd. He halberded Sven. What's happening? But no, yeah, the Invis rune lets him live.
Well, pretty much a full S&Y out now on no one.
Oh yeah, he does have it all coming out, huh?
He's on his way on the Karate. He's going to get another Ancient stack here.
Sure.
Just a duel, but it's still keeping himself very much ahead of the farm game this match.
Envy claimed himself a tower. They're not going to be able to get on top of him to stop that TP. Retreat and almost has that in the mid ward, and they prioritize putting the ward.
But it really is going to be a question if he actually gets the chance to do much with it in the team fights. Pick-off wise, it's certainly going to be strong. Vada down bottom, kind of a bit on his own. There's going to be backup coming in. No. Looks like the relocate's not going to come through. Vada drops the Dream Coil, will be able to jump his way out of there. Does get himself out. Okay, so it was the Stormman, but they did manage to cancel the relocate there with the Sven stun.
Yeah.
So neat little play there from no one, just to make sure that the rest of his side didn't get relocated upon.
On to Roche. They've got God Strength ready. Not level 18, but whatever. Does he even want to expend it, though? I would imagine yes. Yeah, it looks like he switches in charts. Yep. Chunks it down with that medallion.
There's a regen rune outside if he wants to grab it for the mana afterwards. And they're coming across Cloud9, but at the speed this is going down, I mean, they could have a chance for a cheeky steal. See if
He's
they want
getting
to do
bashed
it.
a lot.
It's getting low, Solis just going to blow the ult. Maintain control outside the pit, make sure the C9 can't get in, and indeed they can't. The Aegis is picked up by Ramses, and now no one jumping forward. There's the vacuum, brings back MSS and Pylight into the clutches of the Sven. That's going to be Pylight down, does buy back, Vada jumps forward, but the BKB is already out on no one. Ramses still has the ultimate to pop. Owie scouting things up from the sidelines.
Oh, they find Pi again.
There's the jump indeed, and Pi, he's out and down for a full 60 with a Reaper's Scythe connecting. Ramses surrounded. He's healing back up thanks to the kill. Lil flies himself away from the dog. As Envy's on hot chase, looking for no one, but no one. He's hunting down the members of C9. Jumps forward in front of MSS, cuts the bristle down in his face.
They don't have the damage, though, to deal with anyone else. They only could bring down the CM during all of that.
Now Owie, that dust, as you mentioned, being picked up earlier, once again out and upon him. It looks like it did wear out. They just play with the cleave damage there to secure that they get the kill at the end of it all. But still very much VP maintaining the lead, getting further and further ahead. A 13k lead at just 25 minutes. It's not looking to slow down in favor of C9 at all here this game too.
Yeah. Envy just was trying to do whatever he could in that fight, but there's so many different ways for them just to kite him. The Warcry comes out and his damage is negligible. In addition, with all the amount of heals that comes out from the Necrophos and from the mech on the Darkseer, just too much sustain coming out from VP. Aegis does get expanded, of course. Ramses went for some kind of, like, I don't know, chasing puck in the mid lane, I think, and he ended up just dying with it. They don't have that to push high ground or threaten any type of high ground siege, but still, 15,000 gold lead for them. Here we see it again. Nice vacuum combo. Only lands on 2, but it's enough to be able to bring down the IO, and then IO buys back and he gets isolated super quick. And you see Envy can't even come into the midst of the fight this entire time.
He absolutely can't. There's
he
just
wants
no
to, but
damage.
he can't.
No damage from Cloud9.
Yeah, and then Pi shows up again, gets instantly ulted down. Envy uses the ulti, the shapeshift, and he just gets locked down and kited around all over the place. And see, he just actually cannot focus fire anybody.
And this is the thing as well, you know, even with the clutch plays from Vada's puck and such, there's just no huge damage output from any sort of big ultimate that Cloud9 have. Yeah, as you keep saying, it literally relies on Envy to get, you know, 2-3 more major items.
Yeah.
And he's a long way away from that. He's sitting halfway on the net worth board. He just has no potential of being able to catch up when he's playing a Lycan. You know, it's not one of these flash farming heroes. It's this hero that relies on taking objectives, getting kills. I mean, they're coming up to 27 minutes. They've only managed to take 2 tier 1s. Just not enough money to fuel this Lycan. Now
and they find him.
Jumped upon. Frostbite holding him in position. No way he gets out. The Reaper side comes through, and that's Envy down again for 75 seconds.
No buyback either. This is the siege time, and it's God Strength level 18 as well.
Jump forward from the
Fada trying to stall them, but
I mean, no one just jumps up to the high ground, looks for him. There will be the Yules up with the relocate out. So he will live a little bit. He's going to be brought back into this one. No one still with some time remaining on the God Strength. Focusing the objective at the moment. Now we'll head to look back to get the IO on the relocate back. Gets the kill onto Pi. And MSS just hoping for the best there. Turning his back to it all. Fada jumps back in with the silence, trying to bring them slowly down. But VP stand their ground, keep to the high ground with the heals from Ramses. They'll find the tier 3, back him back onto the Bristleback. Have they got the damage to bring him down? Jump forward again from Fada. MSS finally falls. Now the turn towards Aoi holds them back with the overgrowth, but it's not enough. They have to buy back on MSS.
They gotta retreat anyway.
They do keep the tier 3 alive, Cloud9.
And they have Tree, so it's gonna get fully healed if VP does not continue their siege. That was clutch there by Lil, actually. He got the silence off on the Tree Protector as he was trying to use Overgrowth to try to save MSS, but yeah, Aoi was silenced and unable to do so. But at least they're able to push them off of the tower, and now, yeah, like we said, you know, Tree Protector able to heal that tower up, but MSS forced to buy back a big chunk of his net worth.
Smoking up. They really want to try and find some sort of a catch, some sort of, you know, what are the members of VP left behind farming up, maybe over greedily. It's just so hard for them to find it. There's going to be a scan from VP. It hits as well. They know that Cloud9 are already over and hunting for them, so very unlikely that VP will let themselves get caught out like this. See, they won't.
And they're just
have to back away.
Continuing their advantage. Full Orchid now finished up for no one. Ramses is about to have a heart. And then, of course, the Guardian Greaves that was picked up before by Pasha and Lil with the Solar. And then, of course, you know, we have Solo with some Sentry Wards.
They've got the full gem now as well on Pasha, so life is going to become so much harder for Aoi.
AUI, they've got the Sentry down, and Ramses got ulti ready.
He's going to knock him down for good. Once again, Ramses with the kill, 708. An incredibly solid game from the Necro, and he pretty much has the full heart complete. Yep. So
he'll have it after these two camps.
In pretty much no danger of dying in these fights. I don't know how you kill the Necro, and I don't know how you kill the Sven if you're Cloud9 at this stage.
If they can isolate the Necro, yeah. I mean, if no one else is kind of around. Now it's 3,000 health.
Yeah, it's a lot of health.
A couple goose stacks, you know, get that armor down so they get that big surge of damage. If he's isolated. But if he's not isolated, if he's amongst his team, it's pretty much impossible to kill that Necro.
Defusal finally done on Envy. But it really feels just a little too late.
Yeah, I mean, it's 30 minutes and he's got his first item. It's very rough for Envy this game. And oh my god, no one's just going in.
Jumps on straight away. No, he's gonna.
Does get out.
Not quite get it indeed. The save just in time there from Pi. They look to try and hold the side of VP off the best they can, but the tier 3 falls. They're moving in onto the racks as well. Can Cloud9 really keep VP off this push? Living Armor's there, but no one just chops through it, takes down the melee racks at Cloud9. They cannot punish VP at all. VP get away without having to pay with any life.
They're looking to re-engage too for a second. They still had the wall combo. They don't have, of course, God Strength, but they still had Reaper Scythe online again and everything. They do have the gems, so at least they're able to scout whenever those wolves do get on top of them. Yeah, still 20k gold lead for VP. C9 struggling to find anything in this game. Shrine's starting to get cleaned up now. And C9 maybe feeling a bit desperate, trying to take the fight when that God Strength and BKB is down.
And they catch, jump in for no, he still wants to fight though, comes in onto the boat, Reaper's size there, that's going to be farther down for 85 seconds. Can Cloud9 get a single kill out of this? Envy is looking for the easy ones. He's trying to get solo, but Pasha jumps forward. The Frostbite's there. Envy's held back. He's taken down as well as Ramses hits the godlike streak. Lil, he's on the front lines and he's too damn tanky. They can't even kill the Night Stalker at this stage. Triple kill for Ramses as VP just continue to chase C9 back to the base. GG is called. And it really did seem that this game really truly was over from the first 5 minutes of laning as no one just got too far ahead. And Cloud9, they did not know how to deal with the mid lane Sven. You can't blame them. It's not something we see every day, but VP played it perfectly.
I loved absolutely loved VP's draft. I was not crazy about the way that C9, you know, picking the Treant into the Darkseer and then picking Bristle into Sven. Those are heroes that we have seen that can do super well into it, and it's not a last pick Bristle either. You know, there's the potential for the Necro. They can make it work, but the lanes just completely caught them off guard. That Sven mid and the Necro bottom, they're just like, okay, we wanted to punish the Sven, but now it's a Necro. We can't punish the Necro with IO Bristle. And yeah, VP, with very few mistakes in this game, just steamroll it.
Really
very
nice,
good game plan.
really nice adaptation from them as well. We saw from the start, you know, switching around with the heroes, maybe having a bit of a laugh, bit of a joke, but as you say, almost certainly just thinking about how are we going to pull these lanes off. And then the call was made. Hard to tell who it was. Maybe it was Solo saying this is what we're going to do, chaps.